他们还没有来。他们没有来。他们最近去群后家。
他们在那边过夜咩？
刚刚杰森发给我11点半，他们还在那边。
啊？他们在那边过夜啊？
啊，那边过夜。
哎哇，这样大间了。
啊？
这个人是没有差不多。
应该在旁边。
那个是另外一个 DK 了。
哦。
现在没有。或者开 PC 的了。
肯定在做的坏处。
是 AI 那个 center 最强，我不能讲。
啊？
可是 AI 那一个 center 有 training 做这一块有不能
啊，是这样讲。
其他人呢？
其他人还没来呢。
还没有来。
嗯。
走你们前面。有那个没有人，有鬼。哎呦你！你真的是变肥哦！你放手啊！我可以放手。SPM。你真的是变肥哦！我没回到。不是，还没有。
他就是讲 test data 啦 ，test data 要以 test case 的 format 来这样子。我是没，我们那是没有啦。
我们的部分也要做，就是做到88%。
啊，那个88%的话是我们软件的。
对对，然后这个也要
对，因为这5个懂。
如果有问题我会这样问。
可以。
这样子你是否每一个省的你有100条是？
然后 test data 也是有100条。
100条，这样子的话，你的 test case 需要做100个，然后你就
比如说那个 test case 的 test data 是2位数来的。因为既然是 test case 的话，就是要连同软件的那个昨天 valid user 的 valid password invalid user 的那种。
就是指这样子你的 test case 做。
Okay, good afternoon everybody.
不挡。
Okay, Happy New Year. Those from RSW, hands up. RSW. Okay, thank you. RSD. Okay. Others? Any repeat student here? Okay, fine. Just a brief introduction before I start the lesson. This is my name, okay, so you can call me Mr. Lai. Okay, my office room number, okay, A103. A103 is in Block A. Block A is just beside Block B. Block B is the place where you attend most of your lab practicals. Okay, my email. Okay, so class rules. Okay, so class rules for you to follow. Lecture, tutorial, and practical. So be ready to learn. Okay, so when class begin, so when I'm about to start my lessons, okay, so get ready to learn. Put your handphone aside. Don't look at your handphone. Okay, put your handphone down. Face down. Okay. After 1 hour, I give you a short break. There will be a toilet break. Okay, so when lesson start, put your handphone down, put it face down. So you should be polite, well-mannered, honest, practice strong moral values. Okay, so say nice words. Okay, so do not say any nasty words. Okay, any nasty words, no need to give you example. So you know what are the nasty words. So avoid uttering them. Offer to help others in the right way. Okay, so you want to help others, you want to help your friend, help them in the right way.
传到
Example,
手机给我朋友。
this class code is for students in this venue only. You should not give it to students who are not in this venue. They are in the campus, but they are not inside this room. Okay? This is what you should not do.
吐了。
If we find out, there will not be a good ending. Alright? So you should be responsible, perform as expected as an individual or in team. Okay, example like for tutorial, you prepare answer before coming to class. So this is a standard practice. Okay, and this is what you do as a responsible student. And these are what are the things that you should avoid. Okay, so you are here, make noise, making unnecessary noise. So when I start giving you lecture, please don't make noise because your noise can interfere with my concentration. Okay. So arrive late. Okay, so this class start at 12, so be on time. So make or answer phone call in the classroom. You can make or answer phone call but not inside this room. Okay, so you can quietly walk out to make or answer phone calls and you do not need to ask for permission. Okay, so have breakfast or lunch in the classroom. Please don't bring your lunch inside this room. Okay, later there will be the smell may be good to you but not to others, frankly speaking. Okay, so come here, instead of listening to lectures, you play handphone game or you play computer games. Okay, so that's not the right thing to do. Can follow. So this is just my expectation from you, so there must be some rules to ensure that things goes on smoothly. So when I ask you a question during lecture, so please answer. Don't keep quiet. During lecture, I may ask you a question. Okay, you can answer, can participate, answer the question that I may pose to you, so that the lesson become more lively. Can or cannot? Can or cannot? Can or cannot? Okay, good. Don't be afraid. Okay, you give wrong answer, fine. But during exam, you don't give wrong answer. If you now, before exam, you make wrong answer, I tell you what's the right one. So you don't make the same mistake in exam. You shouldn't make mistake in the exam. You try to avoid making mistake during exam. Okay. Any question? There may be some important information that you may want to know. These are frequently asked questions. So you can actually find the answer just below your timetable. So there's a course plan. So course plan is a plan. Okay, so it's a plan that tells you what we plan to do from week to week. So this week, next week, we'll cover lecture. We'll cover chapter 1 and so on. So total there are 8 chapters. So all these chapters will be covered one by one. So you may want to look at course syllabus. So for course syllabus, a frequently asked question is percent of coursework and percent of exam. So if you open this document, you can see that coursework is 50%. Okay, assignment exam is 50%. Any other things you want to know? There will be one midterm test. One midterm test, one group assignment. Exam 4 question. Anything to ask about this? Okay, no question. Okay. No question, then I can start my lesson. Any year 3 student? Have you start FIP? At which stage?
Project 2.
Project 2. Okay. Project 2 just started or in the middle? Middle. Okay. Things good? On time? Okay. Not on time is not healthy. On time is healthy. Okay, so this chapter is relevant to all IT students. Alright. So will be, if you already started, okay, good for you too. Okay, also good for those who are about to start your FIP. Okay. Anyone just submitted your proposal to your FIP supervisor? Okay, no. Alright. Okay. So this course is called Software Project Management. So for this course there are 8 chapters. Chapter 1 is the longest. There are 122 slides. Okay, so this is the longest chapter. Okay, it may take few weeks. Okay, so what you will learn in this chapter, an introduction to project management. Anyone already downloaded all these 8 chapters? Okay. As usual, before I come here, one day before I come here, I'll look at all the slides, okay, and make some enhancement in terms of adding examples or improving the UI. Improving the UI will help you to understand faster. Okay. So this chapter there are 5 parts. So first is an introduction to project management. Let you know what is project management, what is a project, how software project differ from other kinds of project. So how software project differ from non-software project. So project life cycle. You may have heard of software development life cycle. So there is also project life cycle. Okay. So later you'll see what are the project life cycle, the stages in the project life cycle. Project appraisal and evaluation. So is to give you an idea how you choose projects. So there are few projects you cannot take them all, you cannot do all of them, so you may have to choose 1 or 2. Okay, so how you choose? There are financial techniques where you do cost and benefit analysis and make a selection. That is project appraisal and evaluation. Knowledge and attributes of a project manager. So if later you become a project manager, what are the knowledge that you need to have? So the knowledge a project need to have is different from the knowledge that a programmer or software engineer need to have. Okay, and project management failure. What causes project fail? So first part, an introduction to project management. So this first part explain to you what is project management, what is a project, characteristic of project, software versus other types of project, software project compared with non-software project, what are the difference, and constraint in projects. Okay, so project management is a discipline. Okay, so it's a discipline that involves planning, organizing, staffing, directing, monitoring, controlling, innovating. So if you are a project manager, you need to do planning, you need to organize things, you need to directing is give instructions. Okay, as a project manager, you need to give instruction. You give instruction to your subordinates so that they know what they are supposed to do. Okay, monitoring project activities. Okay, controlling, innovating. Planning is deciding what to be done. Okay, so when you have a project, you have to decide. Okay, I have to complete this project. What do I need to do? Okay, there's a task at the very beginning. Okay, so planning. Okay, what to do. Organizing is making arrangement. So making arrangement is how you want to do the work. You want to do task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4 sequentially, or you want to do task 1, then task 2 and task 2, you do it simultaneously. Okay, you decide. Okay, so you organize the work and decide who should perform what task. That is organizing, making arrangement. So staffing is select personnel. So you need people to work in a project. Okay, so project manager need to select people to work in a project. So select people, what are the people needed to work in this project. Okay, so give instructions to the staff. Okay, so when project started, you have to do monitoring, check on progress. Okay, so whether the progress is working as expected, or the progress is behind time. Okay, behind time is something that's no good. Ahead of time is something that is good. So you have to monitor. So if you are doing FYP means final year project, you have to monitor your work. Your university supervisor will also monitor your work. Okay, so that you finish your project on time. Okay, so controlling remedy holds up. Okay, so once you do monitoring, you see whether things is going on fine or not fine. If not fine, you have to control it so that it don't become bad and eventually the project become unsuccessful. So when a project starts, we want to make sure that the project will be successful, completed on time, within budget, and meeting quality requirements. Okay, so project manager also need to come up with new solutions. Okay, so come up with new solutions, how to do things better. So project management is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, monitoring, controlling, and innovating. So if you are bored of coding, so after a few years, you may consider going to the next stage to do all these project management works and become a project manager. Okay, so now what is a project? So you can say it is a specific plan or design. You can say it's a plan undertaking, and undertaking a job. A plan undertaking is a job that requires planning. A large undertaking is a project. large undertaking is a large job. A large big job is a project. Example of project, the ECL, East Coast Railing. East Coast Railing is a rail network connect, start from Port Klang until Kelantan. Okay, so this is a large piece of job. Planning is required. It's a specific design. Okay, have you seen the railing before? Now it's under construction. You seen the work in progress? Anyone see? So the work is in progress. If you travel from KL to Bentong, you'll be able to see. If you travel from KL to Mendakap, you should also be able to see. Okay. So now we have a new operating system, the Harmony operating system. So this is also a large undertaking. This is a large software project. Developing an operating system is a large project for mobile devices, okay, for laptops. Okay, operating system is not a small project. It's a big project, require planning, require a large number of people, and may takes a long duration. Okay, you can't finish one operating system in 1 month or 6 months. Okay, so it will take years and many enhancements. Can you give me one example of project?
FIP.
Okay, FYP. 9 months, big or small? It's a small job or big job? Big job, need planning? Yes. Any other example? Whether it is a software project or non-software project? Okay. Constructing Merdeka 118 TRX. Yeah. Okay. Merdeka 118 is a specific design. There's only one. Specific. TRX is a specific design. Okay. Merdeka 118, you don't make another one. Okay. You only just build it one. You don't make it. You don't make the same structure the second time. So it's a specific design. Okay, thank you. Okay, so characteristic of project. So non-routine. Okay, so project are activities. The activities carried in a project is non-routine. Okay, example FIP. Do you do FIP every semester? You don't do FIP every year, one time only. So it's non-routine. You do tutorial every sem, it's routine. Okay, you have to complete an assignment for each course, it's routine. And you have to do it for every course, every sem, every year. Okay, it's routine. Coming to the class is a routine. You have to come to here every week, it's routine. Okay, so FIP is a project because it's not routine. You don't do it every year. Okay, only one time in your study. Okay, planning is required. So FIP require planning. So what needs to be done? Okay, how you want to do it? You want to do it alone or you want to do it with a partner for your FIP? Okay, you have a choice. Okay, you have a choice. Okay, so what need to be done for your FIP? You need to submit proposal, write chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, submit portfolio 1. Okay, there's FIP 1, then you proceed to FIP 2. Okay, so specific objective to be met. Okay, so every project has a specific objective. Okay, every project must have an objective. There must be a purpose why you are doing this project. Okay, so here an example is develop an advanced employee management system to bring together all relevant employee information by April 2024. Okay, bring all relevant employee information, put it in one place by a specific date. Is our objective. This is a very specific objective. Okay, so when you have a specific objective, okay, so then by April 2024, okay, we can assess whether or not the project meet the objective. It is essential to know whether or not you meet the project objective. At the beginning, you spell out the objective. So when you reach this time, okay, you say this, did you fulfill the objective? Do you meet the objective? If you meet the objective, it's considered a success. If it doesn't meet it at all, it's considered not a successful project. Predetermined time span. Okay, so all projects have deadlines. Okay, so FIP 9 months. Okay, 9 months. Maybe can extend a little bit, 1 or 2 more weeks. Okay, so there's a deadline. Work is clear for someone, so project have a client, so the client can be an internal client or external client. So involves several specialization. So meaning project will usually involve people who have different skill. Okay, so for software project, okay, you may need people who have network skill, database skill, UI design skill, etc. Involve several phases like analysis, design, code, test, implement. Okay, so different phases. Okay, resources constraint is common. Okay, so for project manager has time constraint, budget constraint, and staff constraint. So all this constraint means if you are a student, you have to complete your time in 9 months. That is the constraint. You cannot ask for 10 months. You cannot ask for 11 months. Okay, we say FIP is 9 months. Okay, this is a constraint. To you, this is a constraint. Okay, budget. Okay, budget is the amount of money that you can spend in the project. Okay, you don't have unlimited amount of money to spend. Okay, so project manager have, once you have determined a cost and you get the budget, that's the amount of money that you can spend. It's usually hard to ask for more. It's a constraint. Okay, staff. Okay, you are asked to do project A. Okay, and you are given 4 staff. Okay, you only have 4 staff. It is hard for you to ask, hey, I want 6 staff. Okay. No, you don't, because asking for more staff will cost more money. So these are the common constraints in project: time, budget, staff. Okay, so now software versus other types of project. Okay, so we will compare them in terms of invisibility, conformity, complexity, and flexibility. This one you read. Okay, I just want to show you, okay, differences between them in a table format so that you can easily compare. So software project, example like developing XYZ operating system. Other types of project, construction project. So construction project, you can consider it as a non-software project. So making a comparison between software project and non-software project. So what's the difference? Invisibility. So software project progress is not immediately visible. Okay, you are doing FIP. How many percent completed? Can we see? It's hard to see how much you have completed. It's not immediately visible Unless you turn on your computer, you show me your chapter 1. Show me your chapter 2. Chapter 1, 2 pages, that means you have not written enough. Chapter 2 also 2 pages, you have not written enough. So when you submit your assignment report, 2 pages only, you have not done enough of work. We can always, so for software project, how much work has been completed? Okay, you open your computer, you show me the documentation, you run the software. When you run the software, you can see you have how many screens, then we know your progress. But for construction project, progress is immediately visible. The new student center, you can see the progress, how many percent completed. 1 year ago, how much you can see? Now you can see more. So you can see the progress. Completing soon. Yeah. You can see all the floors. Okay. 1 year ago, you can see the structure only, the basic structure only, not much work. Okay. So now you can also see the balcony. So you know the progress is immediately visible. Software is not. Okay, so conformity, software project have to conform to human client requirements. What human clients require from you, you have to meet their requirements. So non-software project like construction project have to conform to physical law, example gravity law. Software project does not need to conform to gravity law, but construction project, yes. Example, this is a building, this is the roof. You need a pillar to support the roof. Okay? You need a pillar to support the roof. If you don't have this pillar, the roof will collapse. Due to what? Due to the law of gravity. Okay? So in order to prevent this roof from collapse, there must be a pillar to support it. So this is an example of physical law. There are also other laws that construction project need to conform to. Okay, so complexity. Okay, software project have more complexity than other engineer artifacts. Okay. Other type of project less complex than software project. So in terms of complexity, you look at the operating system. Okay. So operating system allows you to do multitasking. Yes, you can run 2 or more programs at the same time. Right? Okay. Multitasking. What else? Operating system allows you to do multitasking, run 2 or more apps at the same time, allow you to switch between apps. Press Ctrl Alternate Delete to interrupt certain processes. Yes. Okay, what else? Compress the files so that the file size becomes smaller. So these are some examples of software complexity compared to other kinds of project. Okay. So flexibility. Okay. So this is the strength of software. flexibility. Software is easy to change. So construction project once completed, difficult to change. So software is easy to change. So let's say the customer name field is 50 characters long. You want to change it to 100 characters long. Easy or difficult? Easy, yeah? It's easy. But for construction project, if this door is 2 meters wide, you want to make it 3 meters wide. Now it's 2. You want to make it 3 meters wide. It's not easy. You have to hack it, okay, and then review it. Okay, but for software project, the name field, customer field, 50 characters, existing now is 50, you want to change to 100, it's easy. Okay, you have OK, cancel button. You have OK, you have yes, no button. You want to add one more button called cancel. It's easy. Now you have yes, no. You want to add one more cancel button, 3 buttons. It's easy. Okay, you have 1 door. You want to add 1 more door? It's not easy. Okay, so for flexibility, software project is easy to change. Okay, so construction project 1 is not easy to change. Okay, so constraint in project. So project manager need to face 3 major constraints. So 3 major constraints are time, budget, quality. So this means a project manager need to deliver a system on time, within budget, and meet quality requirements. Alright. So these are project manager 3 major constraints. Okay, so FIP's constraints. Okay, so what's your mantra or what are your constraints? So for FIP student, okay, so your constraint is to complete project scope on time and to the required quality. If you are doing FIP, you need to tell us what's your project scope. The project scope is what you promised to do. Okay. So at the end, we want to see whether or not you complete the work that you promised that you will deliver. And also finish on time in 9 months time, okay, and meeting quality requirements. Okay, so one of the quality problem is during testing we found out there's runtime error. During execution, runtime error. Okay, send email, but email doesn't go up. Okay. So these are examples, okay, of constraints. So FIP, if you are doing FIP, okay, so you have to finish what you promised that you will deliver. Okay, deliver on time, meet quality requirements. Same for project manager. Okay. So challenges in software project. So challenges faced by project manager, impossible deadlines. Okay, sometimes project manager face impossible deadlines. Okay. Your boss asks you to handle this project. Okay, please complete this project in 3 months. Boss cannot 4 months can. Okay, usually boss will say no 3 months. 3 months means 3 months. Okay, so project manager can face this kind of impossible deadlines or unrealistic deadlines. Okay. Reason is the boss promised the customer, we can do this for you in 3 months. The boss promised customer, okay, I can finish your project in 3 months. Okay, customer say, okay, then boss ask the project manager, okay, you do this in 3 months. If customer want 3 months, you say, the boss said cannot 3 months, 5 months. No, sorry, I find another company. you don't get the job. Okay, scope changes. Okay, so another challenges faced by project manager is scope changes. Okay, scope changes is very common. So when project started, more requirements comes in. Okay, so more requirement comes in. That means more works need to be done. Okay, so more works need to be done, but you do not get much additional time. You get more work, but not much additional time. So this is a challenge. This challenge will increase pressure. Okay, will increase project manager pressure. Okay, resource constraint. If you are given 4 staff, it is usually hard to ask for. If you are given 4 staff, it's hard to ask for 4 or 5. Okay, or say 4 in so. Maybe can give you 1 more, but not 2 or 3 more. Okay, if you are the developers, you also have your challenges. Okay, management ignorant of IT. You are well versed in IT. You know capabilities and limitation of technology. Okay, so management may not know. So management may thought everything can be done. Okay, and you may have a hard time. Okay, to satisfy the boss. Okay, so preceding activities not completed on time. So when preceding activities not completed on time, this will cause one problem. This is task A. This is task B. Task A, okay. Task A, the plan is to complete in 10 days. Task B is planned to complete also in 10 days. So by 10 days, task A not yet complete. Okay, so total number of days taken is 12. Okay, so boss still want this task to be completed here. So the person who handle this task will have how many days? 8 days. Those who are doing this will face this problem. Okay, common problem. Okay, cannot extend. Extend will delay the project. Okay, so deadline pressure. Okay, lack of skill. So lack of skill is when you are involved in a project and a new language is used. Okay, you may lack of skill. Okay, it's a common situation. Okay, so changes faced by customers. So software is behind schedule. Software cannot be for customers. Customer did not receive the software on time. Okay, so what's the problem? You cannot deliver the software to the customer on time. So what will be the problem to the customer? So that means customer cannot use the software, has to continue doing the work manually. Okay. It's not a good experience. So if customer did not receive the software on time, so customer have to continue doing manual work for another 1 month or 2. Okay, so this is a problem faced by customer. Okay, so need to wait 1 or more months, okay, before they can use the software to lighten the work. Software is supposed to lighten okay, the job of a worker. If worker doesn't receive the software on time, have to continue doing manual work. Manual work is tedious and time consuming. Okay, so another problem is the developed software does not fulfill present needs of the organization. So when software is delivered late, 6 months late, so software when it's implemented is outdated because company have changed the way of doing things. Okay, so another problem is the cost of project has exceeded its allotted budget. This is problem number 3. Let's take a 5 minutes break. Yeah.
每次这个 lecture 是差不多是19的，
啊，
那个什么他这个睡觉的，就是履历的课的，
这课是比较闲的。
这个机械，这些 entrepreneur 系列，履历的课也是很容易睡着，不是在这里。
这个后来
明明 opinion 你是最有 enthusiastic 的课，这个还是要睡着。我就用 BK 送诅咒。
身体不适应。
有失眠可以来这里做一做。
啊？
有失眠可以来这里做一做。
特地来这里做。
失眠的我也可以做一做，很睡着。就你懂我意思。
什么片？哦。
因为我的那个是反馈出总共有8个部嘛。
对，每个修过。
啊，这样子差别最大还是你在黑啊？
有些是。
还好。
来都那个样子极 professional， 结果今天看到都这样。
在你后面。
穿个西装，像那个 office professional， 那别人带一个人就要
这里有，这个厕所在哪里？我要去。因为我们回家。拜拜。
Okay, everybody. Okay, get ready. Okay, so check your last piece of message, then put down your phone. Okay, so the next part, project life cycle. So project life cycle. Okay, so there are 4 stages in project life cycles. Identify a need, develop proposed solution, perform the project, okay, terminate the project. So this is the first stage, identify a need, develop proposed solution, perform the project. Okay, so when the project is completed, terminate the project. So a project start because there's a need. Okay, so a project start because there's a need. So example is, I want to start an online business. Okay, I want to start an online business. So then you develop proposed solution. So I want to develop an online business to sell clothes. Okay, so the need is I want to do online business. I want to sell clothes. Okay, so next is develop proposed solution. Use Shopee platform. Use Lazada platform. Use develop own website. Okay. Develop proposed solution. So you start generating ideas. Okay, generating ideas. Should I use Shopee platform, last platform? Okay, develop my own website. Okay, so you have this idea. Let's say you have decided on this. Okay, so you have decided on this, develop own website. Okay, so go to the next stage, perform the project. So when you perform a project means you are doing the SDLC, analysis, design, code, and test. Okay, so when done, terminate the project. So a project start because there's a need. Okay, so this can be an example. After that, you generate ideas how to do this. Okay, so you choose your solution. There may be many solutions. You decide what solution you want. Okay, you perform the project. If this one, you do this. Okay, finish, terminate the project. So project life cycle. So start with a project start because there's a need. Then you develop proposed solution, perform the project, terminate the project. So when you have another project, you repeat these 4 stages. So this is project life cycle. Okay, so y-axis is the effort. So amount of effort you need to spend for stage 1 is this. This is the amount of effort. Develop proposed solution, double the effort of the first stage. This is the amount of effort. So perform the project will require the most effort. Okay, so when finished, okay, also the effort is less than the third stage. So y-axis show you the amount of effort needed for each stage. So perform the project will require the most effort in project management. So in terms of time, stage 1 and stage 2 doesn't consume much time. Performing the project will consume the most time, okay, and a little bit of time in the last stage. Okay, so this project life cycle, and this is a software development life cycle. You have seen this, okay, you have seen this, analysis, design, code, test, implement, okay, and this is project life cycle. So every project will go through these 4 stages. I would say most projects will go through these 4 stages. Okay, so project lifecycle processes. So project lifecycle processes are the main activities carried out in the project lifecycle. Okay, so project lifecycle processes is to tell you what are the major activities that you need to carry out in the project lifecycle. Okay, so when the project starts, you need to do this, conduct kick-off meeting to establish customer needs. Okay, so spell out what the customer needs. Okay, so what's the goal of this project? What are the customer requirements and the expected benefits that the project will bring. Then 1 or 2 more meetings to streamline project requirements. So this is the first meeting to establish this. So followed by 1 or 2 more meetings to finalize the project requirements. Okay, so 1 meeting cannot gather all the requirements. Okay, so you need to have few more meetings to finalize project requirements. So output is a project charter. Project charter is a formal project document. Okay, so this is a formal project document. So you can, in this document, you can see the project scope, what the project will cover. So project objective, role and responsibility of each party involved. So there may be many parties involved in the project. So what are the responsibility of each party? So in FIP, also many parties involved. Students have their student. What the parties are: student, supervisor, the FIP committee, office admin. These are the party involved. For FIP, party involved are student, FIP supervisor, FIP committee, admin. So, those who have attended FIP briefing, you know what are student responsibility, FIP supervisor responsibility, the committee responsibility. Okay, is written. Okay, so next is create a project management plan. So project management plan will contain project schedule. So project schedule will show what are the tasks and the sequence of tasks. Milestone are the stages. So in this project, what are the stages? So project team members, okay, and other project related information can find in the project management plan. Okay, so then execute the project. Execute the project is equal to perform the project. So output is work result. When you execute the project, you have the output. Okay, some examples of FIP work result. Anyone can give me examples of work result from FIP? When you do FIP, you need to produce some outputs. Output are work result.
Error.
Output result, if you say error messages, the output result is a software. Okay, it's a software, yes. It is one.
Report.
Portfolio one is the report. Okay, portfolio one. Final report. These are the output. So when you do your project, you will produce portfolio one, portfolio two, final report, your software. Any other things? Earlier will be project proposal. Okay, so in the correct sequence will be your project proposal, portfolio one, final report, your software. These are output from FIP. These output are work results. Okay, then monitoring and controlling. So once project started, you have to do monitoring and controlling. So monitor the progress against the plan. So monitor the progress against plan means check if progress equal to what has been planned. You have a project plan. So if you have to check whether progress is the same or different from what you have planned. Okay. So you may check work result, is it delivered on time? So you have a deadline to finish your software, your FIP software. Did you finish your software on time? Okay. So you have to, project manager have to do this kind of checking. Okay. So if not on time, you have to take corrective action. Okay. So therefore, you have to check whether work result delivered on time or not, whether the task that you have planned to start on 1st January has it actually started on 1st January. If no, then you have to take action. Yeah. So output is over half of a project. Okay. So healthy is project is on time, all deliverables is delivered on time, is healthy. Okay. So those who are doing FIP is if your FIP overall have good or no good? No good. Okay, take corrective action. Okay, so closing is when the project is completed. Okay, so when project is completed, hand over the project product to the customer. So redeploy project resources. Okay, so redeploy project resources means you assign people who are doing the project work. Okay, assign these people to do another project. So that is redeploy project resources. And you should conduct post-project review, self-reflection. So you have completed this project. You have just completed a project. So ask yourself how you can do things better in future. How you can do things better in future, how you can increase quality, meet deadline requirements. Okay, there must be something you can do. Now you may not have done this. Now perhaps now you are able to deliver project on time, but quality is not so good. So in future project, you will also want to deliver on time, but higher quality. Okay, so you have to reflect how you can achieve this in future projects. That is self-reflection. You have submitted an assignment, you get a score. So have you ever reflect, how can I get a better score now in future assignment? You should. Okay, you should. So this assignment I'm not able to deliver on time. Okay, So how can I do better so that I can deliver on time? That's self-reflection. Okay, so quick review. So project life cycle, there are 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4. So project life cycle processes is to tell you what are the main activity in each stage. Okay, so this is a new slide. Okay, so project life cycle is to tell you what are the stages in a project. So every project will go through these 4 stages. Okay, so project life cycle processes are what are the major activities that you need to do, or a project manager need to do in each stage. Okay, so they call it initiating processes, planning processes, executing processes, and so on. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 are project life cycle stages. You know the stages, but what to do in each stage, you look at all these processes. So these processes, where you do it, okay, you can refer to this diagram. Skip this slide. Okay, so next, project appraisal and evaluation. Okay, cash flow forecasting, cost and benefit analysis, financial techniques. Okay. Alright. So when you involve in a project, you have to do a cash flow forecast. So income. Above this line is income, below this line is expenditure. So at the beginning of project, negative cash flow. Okay, so at the beginning of project, negative cash flow. So negative cash flow because you have to spend money. At the very beginning of the project, you have to spend money to develop the system. So once the system is finished and become operational, okay, you may have income. Income is positive cash flow. This is negative cash flow because you need to spend money, you have to take money from your pocket. So positive cash flow, now you start receiving income. Okay, you start receiving income, money is going into your pocket. Okay, so end of the product life cycle. Okay, end of product life cycle, there is a small expenditure. This expenditure is called decommission cost. Decommission cost is a cost involved in remove the system from operation. This is a cost to develop the system. System finished, become operational, this system may bring benefit to the organization. So you start receiving money. Okay, so the system no more operational, there's a small cost, decommissioning cost, to remove the system from operation. Many organizations do not do this. An example is you can see here at the roadside, there are many parking meters. Now people don't pay parking using parking meters. People pay parking, roadside parking. I'm referring to roadside parking. You pay roadside parking using apps, right? But you can still see these parking meters at the roadside. Yes? It's still there because to remove this need money. The developer are not willing to spend the money. So that's a small commission cost to remove the system and throw away. You cannot simply throw anyway, no. Okay, you have to bring the system to somewhere and throw it. It costs money. So that's the decommissioning cost, but many organizations are not doing it. Okay, so cash flow. Here you have to spend money. Here money start coming in. money coming in due to cost saving, or you sell the software, you get money. Okay, so cost benefit analysis help you to decide whether to undertake a project or decide which of several projects to undertake. You may have few projects, you do a cost benefit for each project, then you can decide which project that you should pursue, or which project you should reject, which project you should accept. Okay, cost benefit analysis example. Okay, cost. What are the costs? Different costs. So different costs include feasibility study. Okay, so doing feasibility study, okay, requires spending. You have to spend money to do feasibility study. You also need to spend money to consult expert. You also need to spend money for training to learn a particular programming language or to learn a particular database. So also you need to spend money to pay for the programmer. So these are development costs. So operating costs are power supply, electricity, okay, stationery, okay, Wi-Fi. Okay, so these are example of costs. Benefits. Benefits, two types. One is tangible, one is intangible. Intangible benefits are those that can express in monetary terms. Okay, such as increase in savings. So using this system allow my company to save 100,000 a year is a tangible benefit. Decrease in operating costs. Okay, if you can express in monetary terms, okay, reducing operating costs is under tangible benefits. So intangible benefits are benefits that cannot be expressed in monetary terms, like increased employee morale. Employee, when using this system, become more happy. Customer loyalty, okay, customer keep, okay, buying from you, okay, instead of buying from your competitors. Productivity, I need to check on this. Okay, KIV first. Okay, now how to do cost benefit analysis. You can do cost benefit analysis using these financial techniques: net profit, calculate net profit, calculate payback period, calculate ROI, or calculate net present value. So net profit is easy to calculate. You find out the total income minus total cost. That is the net profit. Alright? So project 1, 2, 3, 4. Year 0, 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see here there's a negative sign. So the negative sign in year 0 means cost. Okay, so the negative sign here represents cost. Year 0, year 0 is the development year. Okay, so there's a cost during the development year. 100,000, 1 million, 100,000, 120,000. Okay, year 1, the system is in operation. Okay, amount of benefits in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 5. So net profit is total income minus total cost. Total income is here, minus cost, minus 100,000, so it's 50,000, 100,000, 50,000, 75,000. Okay, the net profit for project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so based on net profit technique alone, which project you will approve for development. So 4 projects here, you cannot carry out all the 4 projects. If you use net profit financial technique to determine which project you should select for development, okay, you will choose the project that gives you the highest net profit. Okay, so the answer for this question is project 2. Based on net profit technique alone, okay, alone, which project you should approve for Tillman, so you compare which one is the highest, project 2. So project 2, answer is project 2. So advantages, simple and intuitive, easy to calculate, self-explanatory. Okay, so net profit standing doesn't tell you what's the risk, what's the project risk, and do not consider the timing of the cash flow. Okay, example, project 1 and 3 have equal cost and net profit, but are both projects equally preferable. Project 1, 50,000. Project 3, also 50,000. Are they equally preferable? Can you choose one? Which one is good? This one is better. Return is consistent. This one, you get a large amount of return in year 5. That means you have to wait until year 5 and you get a big return. It's not an advantage. A consistent return will be a better, you choose one with consistent return will be a better option. If you compare project 1 and project 3, if you analyze further, looking at this same number, if you analyze further, this one gives you consistent return. This one, you have a large amount return in year 5. That means you have to wait until year 5 to get a big return. So using net profit analysis, if you analyze further, project 3 will be a better choice. Okay, another financial technique is payback period. So net profit is you find the difference between total income and total cost. So payback period, you find the time needed. You find the time needed to break even. Shortest payback period will be chosen. So you choose based on the shortest payback period. So how to calculate payback period? You subtract each individual annual cash flow from initial cash outflow until payback period is achieved. Okay, look at these 4 projects again. So what's the payback period for project 1, 2, 3, and 4? Okay, so I've highlighted here. Payback period for project 1 is year 5. Project 2 also year 5. Project 3 year 4. Project 4 also year 4. So but if you analyze further, project 3 early year 4, project 4 late in year 4. This is early year 4, this is late year 4. So considering the payback period technique, project 3 has the shortest payback period. So using payback period technique, you choose project with the shortest payback period. Okay, so in this 4 example, project 3 has the shortest payback period. Okay, so project 3 break even in early year 4, project 4 break even at the end of year 4.
资料给的啊不一样，是没有，它类似不一样。
Okay, so if you use payback period alone, it recommends you to choose project 3. If you use net profit technique, it asks you to choose project 2. Okay, using payback period, project 3 is recommended. Using net profit technique, project 2 and project 4 are recommended. Okay, so different technique will recommend you different projects. So payback period also easy to determine. Okay, so ignore the overall profitability of the project once the project has broken even. Okay, payback period for project 3 is year 4, project 2 year 5, project 4 year 4. However, project 2 and 4 are more profitable than project 3. Okay, see, this and this are more profitable than project 3. Okay, number 3, return on investment. So this is how you calculate return on investment. Average annual profit, okay, over total investment multiply 100. So what's the ROI for project 1, 2, 3 and 4? So project 1 10%, project 2 2% ROI. This 50,000 over 5 is the is the average annual profit. ROI you use average annual profit over total cost, okay, times 100. So project 1 is 10%, ROI is 10%, project 2 2%. So 10%, 2%, 10%, 12.5%. So using ROI, you choose the project with the highest percentage. ROI also simple and easy to calculate. So the percentage give you an indicator which project is most profitable. So if you look at this 4 using ROI alone, okay, the most profitable project is project 4 because ROI is highest. So disadvantages does not consider the time value of money. Okay, it also didn't give you okay what's the risk in the project. Okay, number 4, net present value. Usually exam will ask for net present value because it takes into account the time value of money. It is many financial techniques choose NPV because it takes into account of time value of money. This one you read. Okay, this one you read. So net present value. Before you can calculate net present value, you need to calculate present value. So present value is cash flow in year T times 1 over 1 plus R. R is discount rate. Okay, R is discount rate or interest rate. Okay, R is discount rate or you can call it interest rate. T is number of years into the future. T is time in year. Okay, so present value is cash flow in year T times 1 over 1 plus R power T. This part is called the discount factor. This part is called the discount factor. Okay, example. So calculate the NPV for project 1, assuming discount rate is 10%. So you are given the cash flow in year 0. Year 0 is a development year where you have to spend money. Year 1, 2, 3, 4 is when income start coming in, so it's positive. Discount factor in year 0 is 1. So how you get 1 is 1 over 1 plus R power T. T is 0. T is year is 0. So discount factor is 1. So discounted cash flow or present value. This is discounted cash flow or present value. So this multiply this, give you this. So use the same formula. This is the discount factor. This is the discount factor for year 1, discount factor for year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, based on 10%. Okay? This minus this multiply this will give you the present value. So this discount, how you get this number is 1 over 1 plus 0.1 over power 5, because year 5. Okay. So net present value is you sum up all this number, you get the net present value. You sum up this number, you get the net present value. So the net present value for project 1 is 618. Okay, listen now. Year 0. Year 0, 100,000. Now, year 0 is now. Year 0 is now 100,000. The spending power is 100,000. You receive 10,000 1 year later. Okay? You receive 10,000 1 year later. So this 10,000 which you receive 1 year later, this is the purchasing power. Okay, so this is the purchasing power. 1 year later, 10,000, the purchasing power is not 10,000. Yes or no? So this 10,000 you receive 1 year later. Now it is equivalent to 9,091. Okay, you receive this 1 year later. Now it is equivalent to 9,091. You bring it to now. You receive 10,000 3 years later. Okay, now it's equivalent to 7,513. So in other words, your 10,000 in year 3, this is the purchasing power. Due to inflation. Okay, so you receive 100,000 5 years later. Okay, actually now the purchasing now is equivalent to 62,090. So this is the concept of net present value. So whatever money you will be received in the future, you calculate now how much does it worth. Okay, so if NPV is greater than 0, it is worth to perform the project, else it is not worth. When you calculate NPV, so if NPV is greater than 0, conclusion is it is worth to pursue the project. If you calculate NPV is less than 0, it is not worth to pursue the project. More explanation later. This is project 1. Okay, so keep in your mind project 1, NPV is 618. Okay, so using the same discount rate, calculate the NPV for project 3. So you calculate, NPV is 13,721, greater than project 1. Okay, so based on NPV alone, is project 3 more beneficial to pursue than project 1? Yes. Okay, NPV is positive, also greater than project 1. Okay, so positive NPV means okay, so positive NPV means cash inflow. Okay, so cash inflow is greater than cash outflow. Okay, positive NPV means cash inflow greater than cash outflow. Okay, it's a net gain. It's a gain, not loss. Okay, it's a gain. It's not a loss. Okay, explanation is here. So the final conclusion is you choose 3 rather than 1 because even though both are positive, project 3 NPV is greater than project 1. Okay, positive NPV means it's a net gain. Okay, so assuming all other factors are same. Okay, so the discount rate can be thought of a target rate of return. Okay, remember this? The discount rate 10%, okay, can be thought of as a target rate of return. If you set a target rate of return of 15%, you will reject any project that does not display NPV greater than 0 using a 15% discount rate. Okay, so this one discount rate is 10%. So when you calculate the present value, NPV is minus 179. So NPV is less than 0. So NPV less than 0, that means the project is a net loss. Cost greater than income. Okay, cost is greater than income. So it's a net loss. If NPV you calculate is negative, it means cost is greater than benefits. Okay, it is a net loss. Or it can means you want to achieve this target rate of return 10%. If negative means you did not achieve 10% target rate of return. %, target rate of return high or low?
Quite high, I think.
Attractive, not attractive. 10% rate of return is not attractive. Might as well you put the money in FD, negotiate for a little bit higher interest rate rather than you spend your money cash, work in a project. When you spend money in a project, you have to put in effort, But as well, you put the money in the bank, earns 4%. Okay, rather than put your money in a project and take risk. Okay, so this is how you interpret NPV. If negative, okay, two interpretation, cost exceed benefits, or you didn't achieve the target rate of return. Okay, so at a discount rate of 10%, a negative NPV indicated the present value of cash outflow cost is greater than benefits over the 5-year period. Hence, it is a net loss. Okay, so not worth pursuing at all. Okay, or you can interpret it as it does not achieve the 10% target rate of return. Okay, so based on NPV alone, is it worth to pursue project 2? Okay, so answer is no, and these are the reasons. Okay, so using a discount rate of 9%, calculate NPV and ROI for project B. So you are given. Oh, okay. I should tell you why I've highlighted year in yellow color, cash flow in yellow color, and also the discount factor in yellow color. So when you're asked to calculate NPV, you'll be given this, and this. Okay. So highlighted numbers in yellow color means if you're asked to calculate NPV, those are the numbers that will be given to you. Others you have to determine. So you have to determine the discount factor. So to determine the discount factor, you have to remember the formula is 1 over 1 plus R power of T. Okay, then you multiply this by this to get the discounted cash flow or present value. This column is discounted cash flow or present value. Okay, so this is another example. So you are given cost. So cost, you can find cost in year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3. Benefits, there's no benefits in year 0 because this is a development year. Okay, benefit received in year 1, year 2, year 3. Okay, so 9%. Discount factor in year 0 is 1. Calculate the discount factor. Calculate the discount factor. So discounted cost, discounted benefits. Then discounted benefit minus cost is this one minus this. Total discounted cost, total discounted benefits. So NPV is 43,958. So ROI for this case is total discounted benefit minus total discounted cost over total discounted cost at 100%. So ROI is 18.02%. This is project B. Okay, so is it worth pursuing project B? Okay, yes, MPV positive. Positive means is it worth pursuing project B? Yes, because MPV is positive. Positive means it's a net gain and also achieve this target rate of return. You have set a target rate of return and you achieve it. I need to do this replacement on I need to do 2 replacement. 10 April and 1st May. Hari Raya Day 1, Vesak Day, no, Labor Day.
哈利拉呀，是，这老师伯伯应该不会，这老师看起来是那种很传统的。不是啊，他补哪一天还没有讲。
Give me a day and time.
哦，再选。这样讲话我。
So there are so many of you. Give me a day and time.
我假期放多久？2、3、4、5、6、7，大概1个礼拜。我是如果啦，如果半夜3就飞了。哦。那我们半夜没上班。
Monday 4 to 6.
再几个
？Monday 4 to 6. Anyone cannot? Cannot. Why cannot?
We got no class on Monday, but 可以吗？一直不了，上面有就是一直不了，一直不了。
不认识。
这样 OK 了吗 ？OK 了。
Can I? So if 4 to 6 no venue, then 5 to 7 lah.
我的这样。
First choice is 4 to 6. If office says 4 to 6 no venue, then 5 to 7 lah. I don't know what venue they will give me. This is just a plan. Okay, so because I want to know the time and day that I can do replacement. If cannot make it on Monday 4 to 6 or 5 to 7, Tuesday 4 to 6 can?
Tuesday crash.
Huh?
You got class 4 to 6 on Tuesday.
You have class 4 to 6. Then 6 to 8.
Monday 啦。
没关系，很多人都不会来再讲。
Okay.
走，看晚上。巴萨是拜3拜4，如果这样我们带回来在场上课。不知道，因为看学校看讲堂。不是。就是要
Okay, I try to submit Monday lah. Okay.
拜日的话就在上礼
手。
假是8点，因为到8点笑，而且有一个当兄妹也不够，那是林书木。
Right. So for these 2 dates, I will apply for Monday. I will apply first choice 4 to 6, second choice 5 to 7. Okay, thank you. That's all for me today.
哎呦，多回去，
Have a nice day.
你可以吃。好，我要有一个嘞。